Good evening, this is TC and English News Edition, and you're watching with me, Nung Hai Kyung Khong Sai. First, the headlines. KSO asks SSC to address exam center and admit card issues for KSO candidates. Protest sweep Mizoram over FMR abolition. Zoro warns of consequences if not withdrawn. Accident reported at Lamkas Tingkang Pai. A 3-year-old girl dies at the spot. News in detail. In a scathing appeal to Staff Selections Commission SSC, the Kuki Students Organization KSO General Headquarters has condemned the continued neglect of Kuki candidates from Chirchampur, Manipur, who are being unfairly denied a fair chance to appear for the SSC GD 2025 examination. The organization has demanded immediate intervention to address two critical issues: the non-allocations of an exam center and the mass rejections of amicus for several aspirants. Despite repeated pleas at a Delhi High Court ruling point 7 affirming that alternative arrangements can be made, the SSC has failed to finalize an examination center in Chirchampur. Instead, candidates have been arbitrarily assigned to Guwahati, an unviable and unsafe option due to the volatile security situations in Manipur and the existence of buffer zones. Many aspirants, already grappling with financial hardship, face insurmountable obstacles in traveling such a long and dangerous route. KSO has also sounded the alarm over the rejections of amicus for several candidates, leaving their future hanging in the balance. The organization has called for an urgent reopening of the amicus portal to allow the students their rightful opportunity to sit for the examination. The continued indifference towards Kuki candidates is a blatant denial of their fundamental right to equal opportunity. The SSC must act now to rectify this injustice and ensure that these aspirants are not robbed of their dreams due to bureaucratic apathy, stated Thangmoy Haukip, Education Secretary, KSO General Headquarters. With the aspirations of countless young candidates at stake, KSO has warned that further inactions will not be tolerated. The organization demands an immediate resolution, urging the SSC to uphold fairness and justice by facilitating a center in Aizawl and reinstating the rejected amicus without delay. The Kuki Students' Apex Body has apprised the Regional Director Staff Selections Commissions NER Dispur Guwahati Assam of the same two pressing issues in their separate representations, urging his serious intervention to resolve the matter. The Zoro Reunification Organization, Zoro, a prominent group advocating for the unity of Zoro ethnic tribes, staged a massive protest on Tuesday against the Mizoram state government's order implementing the central government's decision to abolish the free movement regime FMR and introduce a new border pass system. The demonstrations included symbolic acts as burning copies of the government order and was held in the state capital Aizawl along with other district headquarters Champhai, Lunglei, Kolasip, Cherchip and towns of Mimbung and Vapai. Similar protests were also organized in Tingnopal and Chandil districts of Manipur. The FMR, a long-standing agreement between India and Myanmar, allowed residents along the 1,643-kilometer-long India-Myanmar border to move up to 16 kilometers into each other's territory without visas. The policy, which facilitated cross-border cultural ties, trade, and familial connections among the Zoro ethnic tribes, has now been replaced by a stricter border pass system. The new regulations mandates that residents within 10 kilometers of the border on both sides must apply for official passes, significantly restricting mobility. Also, the Indian government has pushed for border fencing, a move widely opposed by the people of Mizoram. Expressing strong discontent, Zoro's Vice President, Roming Tangakoli stated, "Zoro is saddened and disappointed by the central government's decision to cancel the free the freedom of communications with our brothers and sisters from the other side of the border. We also criticize the Mizoram state government for supporting the center's decision by issuing the order to scrap the FMR. In fact, the protest even also saw participations from key political figures across party lines. Joro has also vowed to collaborate with the Mizo Zerlaipol MZP, a powerful students' organization, to take the issue to the center. The group planned to demand the reinstatement of the FMR and halt the border fencing process, arguing that such measures violate the historical and cultural ties of the Zou tribes spanning both sides of the border. In addition to opposing the FMR's removal, it has raised concerns regarding the LA's forced repatriations of 28 Bangladeshi refugees by the Mizoram government and Assam Rifles. Reports suggest that these individuals had sought shelter in Mizoram but were sent back under disputed circumstances. The organization has condemned these actions, reiterating Mizoram's history of providing refuge to persecuted minorities from neighboring countries. The abolitions of FMR and border fencing initiatives are part of the Indian government's broader strategy to tighten border security amid growing concerns over illegal migrations, insurgency, and smuggling activities. However, for the Zou people who share deep historical and familial connections across the Indo-Myanmar border, these changes represent a severe disruption to their way of life. A tragic accident occurred in Lamka Chirchampur on January 30, 2025, when a Bolero vehicle registration number MN02B9783 lost control and crashed into a roadside stall, killing a 3-year-old child and injuring several others. According to eyewitnesses, the Bolero vehicle was traveling from Mata to Lamka when it lost control and crashed into the stall at Tingkangpai near the Tirim Road junction. The vehicle then hit an electric post and came to a halt. The deceased child, Esther Leltoy Kim Tri, was the daughter of Dokulet Lungdim of Hebron, Jandil district. She was standing near the stall when the vehicle crashed into it, throwing her about 50 meters away. Esther's mother, Mistress Larem Ruth 40, was also injured in the accident and is currently receiving treatment. Another person, Nemgai Sang 19 of Tingkangpai, was also injured in the accident. The driver of the vehicle, who is a member of the Tingkangpai Defense Force, has been taken into police custody for questioning. In conclusion, the accident highlights the need for drivers to exercise caution and control their speed while driving, especially in crowded areas like Lamka. The authorities must take steps to improve road safety and prevent such accidents from occurring in the future. The next tripartite talk between the government of India, the government of Manipur, and the United Naga Council UNC is scheduled to be held on Thursday, January 30 at the DC Conference Hall, Senapati. In a letter dated January 24, 2025, from the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India Northeast Divisions, A.K. Misra, Advisor Northeast, wrote to the President of the United Naga Council UNC regarding the tripartite talk, requesting them to make it convenient to attend the meeting along with their team. According to a source from the United Naga Council UNC, the UNC team may consist of its executives, its working committee members, and the presidents of frontal organizations, including the All Naga Students Associations Manipur, Assam, the Naga Women's Union, NWU, and the Naga People's Organizations, NPO. Representatives from the Government of India and the Government of Manipur are yet to be confirmed at the time of filing this report. The last tripartite talk held on November 29, 2024 at Senapati District Headquarters centered on the creation of 7 new districts by the Government of Manipur through notifications number 1620-2016 are dated December 8, 2016 and under O. Ibobi Singh's Congress regime and the UNC's demand to roll back the decision. Emphasizing the blood bonds that unite the Naga people across geographical boundaries, the Naga Hoho Executive Council convened a pivotal meeting in Tumokidima district on January 27, 2025. The Council emerged with 5 substantial resolutions aimed at strengthening unity and advancing political dialogue. At the core of these resolutions, the Naga Hoho reaffirmed its foundational stance on sovereignty and self-determination, describing these principles as the heart and soul of the Naga people. The organizations make clear that this position extends naturally to all Naga political groups, MPGs, civil society organizations, and individuals, recognizing their inherent right to publicly voice support for these fundamental principles. The Executive Council, under the leadership of President Solangtung Lota, placed particular emphasis on the importance of collective actions. In their second resolutions, they call upon all Naga political groups and civil society organizations to come together in pursuit of an expedited political solutions. This call for unity was further strengthened by the Council's third resolutions, which powerfully articulated that Nagas constitute one people, united not by circumstances but through blood ties regardless of their locations. Addressing the ongoing peace process, the Naga Hoho directed specific requests towards the government of India. They urged for greater accessibility to all competencies and common draft agreements based on 2 significant accords: the August 3rd, 2015 Framework Agreement with the NSC and IM, and the November 17, 2017 Agreed Position signed with the Working Committee, Naga Nationals Political Groups, WC, and MPGs. The organizations emphasize that this transparency is essential for enabling thorough and comprehensive discussions that could accelerate the path to resolutions. Looking toward the future with determinations, the Naga Hoho reinforced its earlier declarations that 2025 must be a year of Naga political solution. Through this timeline, the organization has established clear expectations for all negotiating parties to intensify their efforts towards its reaching a meaningful resolutions. The Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee (MPCC) has launched Jai Bapu, Jai Bhim, Jai Samvidhan Abhiyan to promote the principles enshrined in the constitutions and expose the alleged misgovernance of the BJP at Congress Bhavan here today. The nationwide campaign of the Congress Party will continue till January 26, 2026. Speaking at a function, former Chief Minister Okram Ibobi said that they won't let BJP change the constitution no matter what the cost. He also said that the BJP doesn't have the number in both the houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, to change the constitution, saying that the BJP government has been undermining the ethos of democracy since it came to power in 2014. Ibobi maintained that the BJP ridiculing B.R. Ambedkar and taking the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi is a matter of great concern. The Congress Party has been monitoring the strategy of the BJP to change the constitution, Ibobi said. Further stating that strengthening democracy requires collective effort, he appealed to the people to support the Congress Party in the 2027 State Assembly elections. Congress Working Committee (CWC) member Gai Khangam also attended the program. He said that Jai Bapu, Jai Bhim, Jai Samvidhan Abhiyan is not a campaign to strengthen the Congress Party but to safeguard the constitution from the BJP. Will India exist if there is no constitution? He asked, and maintained that the Congress workers will strive to save Manipur from the lawlessness during the campaign. What will be the future of Manipur if the crisis persists? The Congress leader further asked while seeking support from the people to make the campaign successful. MPCC President K. Megatendra, on the other hand, said that the BJP government has been formulating pro-risk policies in the name of development. The government has been privatizing airports, ports, and other important establishments to benefit only a group of people, he continued. Megatendra also claimed that the BJP wants to scrap the reservations for scheduled tribes, scheduled castes, and Adivasis, saying that all sorts of problems have been happening in Manipur due to the collapse of constitutional machinery. The Congress MLA said that the people of Manipur will suffer as long as the BJP remains at the helm. Deputy CLP leader K. Ranjit, Congress MLAs and ex-ministers also attended the program, among others. The Manipur government ordered a major reshuffle of 70 officers on Tuesday, days after the state's new governor Ajay Kumar Bhala took office. The reshuffle affects 60 officers from various services, including the Indian Administrative Service (IAS), Indian Revenue Service (IRS), Indian Forest Service (IFS), and Manipur Civil Service (MCS), and Manipur Police Service (MPS). Additionally, 10 police officers were reassigned, including 7 Indian Police Service IPS officers and 3 MPS officers. The order, signed by Chief Secretary Prasanth Kumar Singh in the name of the governor, come as the government seeks to strengthen the administrations in the conflict-hit state. Manipur has been grappling with unrest for nearly 2 years. During Bhala's swearing ceremony, Chief Minister Biren Singh exuded confidence that the new governor, a former Union Home Secretary, would help improve the law and order situations in the state. Among the key transfers, IAS officers Pauduntang Vaipe, currently Director General of the State Academy of Training (SAT), has been promoted to Additional Chief Secretary while retaining his SAT role. Anurag Batspai, an IFS officer currently serving as Principal Chief Conservator of Forest (PCCF) and Head of Forest Force (HOFF), has been reassigned as Additional Chief Secretary for Textiles, Commerce and Industries while continuing as PCCF. The resignations will take effect immediately and will remain in place until further notice. Right bodies in Manipur have appealed to armed groups and communities to refrain from recruiting child soldiers in the ongoing conflict following reports of minors being used as frontline fighters. There are media and social media reports that certain communities are engaging in the recruitment of children to be their frontline fighters, which is a total violation of UNCRC norms that prohibit the recruitment of use of child soldiers in conflicts. At a joint press conference on Wednesday, MCPCR, the Manipur Human Rights Commissions and the Manipur State Commissions for Women made a fervent appeal to the office to release any children being used in combat. The commissions appealed to the office concerned not to recruit any minor as child soldiers. We are government agencies, including the police, to be alert in dealing with such cases, Pradeep Kumar said. The right bodies also urged the state's BJP-led government to open 2 residential schools in every district to support children displaced by ethnic violence. There is a large number of internally displaced children. Once they are accommodated in residential schools, the questions of their transportations to school will not arise, Pradeep Kumar said. Expressing deep concern over the rising number of suicides among displaced people, the commissions highlighted the struggles faced by women in particular. There have been a lot of suicide cases, including women. Women are facing the brunt of the conflict the most. Some became the lone breadwinners of their families after losing their husbands. The government should introduce skills training facilities for displaced women so that they can earn a livelihood, Pradeep Kumar added. The ethnic violence between Métis and Kukis, which erupted on May 3, 2023, has claimed over 250 lives and displaced around 60,000 people. A large majority remain in relief camps. While there have been no major incidents of violence in recent weeks, ethnic tensions persist. The state remains divided, with Kukis unable to enter the Métis majority in Fall Valley, while Métis are unable to travel outside the state as key roads pass through Kuki villages. Manipur police have arrested 3 persons along with 13.201 kilograms of opium, 4.237 kilograms of brown sugar, and 859 grams of brown sugar in separate incidents. According to reliable police sources, yesterday around 11 a.m., Segmai police stations received specific information about the illegal transportation of contraband substances along National Highway 102 in Fall to Dimapur Road from Kalatongbi, Mandir area. to an unknown locations. Based on the information, a team of Seknai police stations rushed to Kanglatongbi area and carried out a search of suspected vehicles. During the search, 13.201 kilograms of opium worth rupees 2.11 crore in the international market was found concealed in a black Creta car with Assam registration number. Seknai police team seized the vehicle and opium on the spot and arrested one Anil Katwal, 27, son of Bhim Katwal of Kalatongbi Mandir. An FIR was registered against him under NDPS Act. In the second incident, a combined team of Patsui and Sekmai police stations carried out intensified frisking and checking of suspected persons at Sekmai Kozeng Lema market area yesterday after receiving information about transportation of banned drug items along the Imphal to Dimapur road. During the operations, one person identified as Basir Ahmad Laskar, 36, son of Raza Mia Laskar of Nutam Ramnagar Part 1, Kachar, Assam, at present staying at Lilong Bazaar near Lilong police station, was detained for checking. On checking his belongings, 4.237 kilograms of brown sugar worth rupees 2.54 crore in the international market was found concealed in a welding machine. Basil Ahmad Laskar was arrested on the spot, and the brown sugar was seized by observing the necessary formalities. A case has been registered against him by Seknai police for further investigations and necessary legal actions, say sources. Additionally, Manipur police yesterday arrested one Merai Mayum Ali Hassan, 32 years, from Lilong Mayran Kun under Lilong PS, Tobal district, and seized 859 grams of brown sugar concealed in 37 soup cases. The contraband substance was found in plastic packages inside the soup cases. A high-profile delegation from the French embassy arrived in Dibrugarh today to access and explore sustainable solutions for the city's persistent urban flooding and waterlogging issues. The visit, which includes stakeholder meetings, site inspections, and discussions on flood management strategies, aims to bolster Dibrugarh's resilience against recurring flood threats while unlocking development opportunities along the Brahmaputra river front. The delegation's program kicked off with a welcome briefing by local authorities, where officials outlined the objectives of the visit and provided insights into ongoing flood management efforts. Representatives from the district administrations, water resources department, town and country planning, and PWD roads participated in detailed discussions with the French delegations. Topics included the city's flood history, current mitigation measures, and key challenges in flood preparedness and urban planning. Tomorrow, January 30, the delegations will conduct site inspections of flood-prone areas, examining existing flood management infrastructure, and engaging with local communities to understand the everyday impact of waterlogging. A visit to a tea plantation is also scheduled as part of their assessment, followed by a tour of the DTP Dike and Brahmaputra riverfront. Discussion during the tour will focus on urban development possibilities such as creating vibrant public spaces with promenades, cycling tracks, and floating decks, while incorporating flood mitigation strategies like rainwater storage systems. Different delegations will also explore proposals to strengthen the dike's protective role and introduce ecotourism opportunities along the riverfront. The visit will conclude on January 31 with a final briefing led by French urban planning from Atelier LD. The stations will review key findings and outline actionable plans for future collaborations between Dibrugarh and French urban planning experts. Local officials and stakeholders are optimistic that this visit will pave the way for innovative, sustainable solutions to the city's flooding challenges and contribute to Dibrugarh's urban transformation. India is set to take a major leap in artificial intelligence (AI) by developing its own large language model (LLM), similar to ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Union Minister of Electronics and IT, Ashwini Vaishnaw, has announced that the AI model will be ready in 10 months, marking a big milestone in the country's journey towards being self-reliant on AI. Speaking at the Utkarsh Odisha conclave, Vaishnaw asserted that the groundwork for the AI model has already been laid. The framework is now ready, and the government's focus is on building a system that caters to the unique needs of Indian users. Over the last 1.5 years, our teams have been working closely with startups, researchers, professors, etc. Today, we are calling for proposals to develop our own foundational model. The model will take care of the India context, language, and culture are devoid of biases, Vaishnaw told reporters. India's AI ambitions are backed by a solid infrastructure. The country has surpassed its initial target of securing 10,000 GPUs, now boosting a total of 18,600 GPUs. This advanced computing power will be critical in training the AI model. Most of the GPUs are high-performance NVIDIA H100 and H200 alongside M1325 models. For comparison, while DeepSeek AI was trained on 2,500 GPUs and ChatGPT on 25,000, India has now over 15,000 high-end GPUs, positioning itself strongly in the AI race. Vaishnaw stressed that this infrastructure will play a key role in the country's AI mission, helping to develop models that can rival global competitors. The government has also introduced a common computing facility, which will be available to AI startups, developers, and researchers. This facility, equipped with 18,000 GPUs, will provide access to advanced computing resources, helping smaller players contribute to AI development without the heavy costs usually associated with such infrastructure. Already, 10,000 GPUs are operational, with more to come online today. Vaishnaw noted that the importance of this facility in democratizing AI development. India's AI model is currently under development, with 6 major developers working on it. The government expects the first versions to be ready within 4 to 10 months. The model is being designed to handle India's vast linguistic and cultural diversity. Vaishnaw expressed confidence in the project, stating that advancements in algorithmic efficiency would enable India to produce a world-class AI model in a shorter time frame. A Burma News International's Myanmar Peace Monitor BNI-MPM report predicts that during 2025, armed resistance in Myanmar could increase and see the capture of more junta-controlled camps and towns nationwide. The report, City Conquest, City Control, and the Directions for the Revolutions, which came out on 28 January 2025, also predicts that increased cooperations between different resistance groups will lead to an expansion of areas where the resistance is operating. According to data from the BNI-MPM report, between 1 January and 31 December 2024, there were a total of 2,039 armed clashes. Of those, 2011 involved confrontations between junta forces and resistance forces. Of those armed clashes, 60% were between ethnic armed organizations, EAOs, and the junta. During 2024, EAOs fought more with the junta and coordinated more with other revolutionary forces than in 2023. Resistance forces in northern Shan State, Chin State, and Arakan Rakhine State have been actively engaged in offensive, and in current State, Karani Gaya State, and current state resistance forces want to increase their offensive against the junta, according to the BNI-MPM report. Karen National Union KNU spokesperson Pado Sotoni said to BNI-MPM, "This revolution is in our hands, and I am certain that no forms of dictatorship, including the junta's rule, will endure. It will fall, and I dare say that with confidence." During 2024, EAOs and People's Defense Forces (PDFs) under the National Unity Government (NUG) coordinated more. Defense forces also expanded the area of their operations during 2024. The NUG established a regional command with columns, battalions, and tactical units in the Ayeyarwady region. The Bamar People's Liberation Army (BPLA) and the People's Liberation Army (PLA) started operating the Ayer Central lowland areas. The AA has captured up to 25 towns in Arakan and Chin states and has begun military operations in collaborations with its allies along the Arakan Bago, Arakan Makwe, and Arakan Ayeyarwady borders. The reporter pointed out that the Arakan Army's AA military successes have provided valuable supplies of arms and other military support to allied resistance forces in the Sagaing, Makwe, Bago, and Ayeyarwady regions, which borders Arakan state. It said that the value of this was clearly demonstrated by Chin Brotherhood Alliance capture of Mandit town in Chin state on 21 December 2024. Captain Jin Yo, a former junta officer who joined the anti-coup civil disobedience movement CDM, said the AA and local resistance forces are currently conducting joint operations in the Bago and Makwe regions. The AA has realized that capturing towns in these regions is not enough. It must continue fighting until the junta has completely collapsed. But despite losing 14 townships in Arakan state to the AA, the junta is preparing to counter the AA offensive at the borders of Arakan state to keep the AA confined there, according to a report. According to BNI MPS figures, resistance forces have now seized 95 towns across Myanmar. That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.